Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we explored as much as we could of the coastal area, the remaining coastal area, here in Revachol, or at least, I guess, in Martinez. We have a suspicion that the girl we're looking for is inside this electrical complex at the moment. And we ruled out another location as the possible spot where the shots were fired from. We still probably need to get over here at some point, but we can't make it over there, at least not quite yet. Or maybe we can if I talk to Joyce. Now I think about it, she has a boat. Maybe she's willing to take us over in that direction. I just uploaded part 25, Chit Chat, and you guys are all for Lawjaw. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and unlock another slot. And take Lawjaw. So we're going to lose one rhetoric at the moment. So before we take it, let me take a look and see what rhetoric does. Practice the arts of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. I'm going to hope we don't need rhetoric when talking to the little girl, who I suspect is inside this building, by the way. So, and if she is in there and I need rhetoric, I can always just reload it. So let's go ahead and do this. So, oh, right, I've already unlocked the slot, so let's go ahead and begin internalizing Bringing of the Law. Oh yeah, look at that jaw, look at that. That's amazing. I can't wait till Kim realizes what we just did. Maybe this will get rid of that smile we supposedly have. Aww. She's humming the tune we've heard before. It feels safe and warm in here, not like outside. Hello, mister. A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity. She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around. Oh, are you Little Linnay's daughter? Yes, I am. Little Lily. She gazes at you with her big eyes. You know my mom? Yeah, we met earlier. That's nice. My mom's great. She nods. She's never angry or anything. What's that? Point to the stuffed bird hanging from the ceiling. It's a grouse, she yelps, smiling broadly. Suggestion. You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skua you almost certainly broke. Yes, but what's it for? I don't know. I'm not going to ask for her bird. Okay, thanks. Gart can fix the bird. Are the twins outside your brothers? Yes, she frowns. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. Suddenly she starts snickering. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. They look identical, right? I said the same thing. They look identic. She slowly processes the word, then snickers with laughter. Oh, this is adorable. What's that you're holding? Point at her toy. It's Lambie. He's my friend, sort of, like... She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate. Lambie is a stuffed lamb that admittedly has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts. Oh, okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Lambie. Lambie usually doesn't like strangers, but you're also fuzzy. Like Lambie. Oh yeah, we got that whole mutton chop thing going. I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you? Ooh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too. She looks alarmed. Where'd you get them? Found them when Lambie and I was playing hide-and-seek in an empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there. Empathy. She doesn't want you to think she stole them. And where are the gloves now? She pouts. I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid. She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye, as though searching for confirmation. I need those gloves. Why? She looks at you suspiciously. I need them for a very important police investigation. Oh. She doesn't seem to understand, but you have conveyed the important part at least. They're in my sandcastle. She points somewhere outside, behind our house, under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. Do you know anyone named Ruby? Luby. Luby? Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret. My mom tells me that I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know I can say the L, or like sometimes I can, but then Eller. Goodbye, little Lily. Bye! The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. I'm not taking the bird. It's not ours to take. Gart should have charged us more if he wanted to make up for the broken bird as well. Alright, so behind her house is a sand... I already saw it highlighted. Is a sandcastle. Ah, yeah! I never even noticed it here before. It does look like it's also destroyed. Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network. Broken. A gush of wind disintegrates another piece of the cellar ceiling, exposing more of the mysterious glimmer underneath. The shithole's about to collapse. Half-light. The building is coming down on you! You need to get out of here! Visual calculus. Smooth, reflective surface. Are these the gloves you're looking for? They are. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse, and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets. I always say ceramic incorrectly the first time. I don't know why, I always do. Ceramic is how I tend to pronounce it the first time. It's so bad. Let's look at these awesome pieces of the enemy's armor. Clenching and unclenching your fists has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clicking sound when your fingers move. The fingers are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. +2 interfacing, strength in digits. We may still want to use our Fallen Ultra Series gloves, however, as default, because I do like the +1 half-light. But nice! Nice, we got 2 pieces. Now where on earth can we get the others, I wonder? Let's see. We don't have any hints for anything else. Alright, we might have to walk around and talk to everyone again and see where it might take us. You know, Kuno might know where some of the pieces are. It's 5:19? Okay, so what do we have left to do? There's a handful of conversations, I guess, I could have with other people that I passed on originally. Oh, there were the bums we saw around the corner here, right? Let's see if we can... Oh, here they are. Oh, and I also see some change. That's just life, friend. You stop mid-step and put your hand on the garish necktie. That bottle, Breton. Just look at that bottle. I really don't care about any bottle. I don't want to look at it. You should care. I'm getting a very special vibe from that bottle. Please go talk to him. I need to look at it closer. First, we're going to take the 64 cents. And then, yeah, let's talk with these guys.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece Liquera TM tracksuit puts down his Pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see ya. How's business? How's the old reality situation treating ya?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up a beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept reality based adventures proceeding?
Nice, we've talked to this guy before. We got along with him. I like that name, too. If we can claim that name, I want it. Oh, good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later. I like this guy. You should, too. He respects you by calling you your true name. I have re-entered reality to conquer it. Actually, hold on, no. What would we... Sam would probably say 3. Oh, wait, no, I see, I am the law. I have re-entered reality to conquer it. To bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago, but these days are over now.
He looks at his shit-stained Lakira TM jacket with a grim expression.
Sadly, things ain't going that well in Idiot Doomspiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of arse back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer. Suggestion. This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately? Can't say I remember seeing any women after losing my keys. Electrochemistry. It's a touchy topic. He hasn't gotten laid in ages. What do you guys do around here? We're saving the world. He looks at his comrades. Please don't call. Don't call, begs the man in the pipe. Okay, we're drinking alcohol, and that's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower, but that didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. What is a, Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset. How do you know this? We've met before. Don't you remember? Maybe? Maybe. He takes a sip from his beer. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale. Inland Empire. Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there. Go ahead. Let me take a sip to moisten my cords. He takes a big sip, then begins. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you, the man, the myth. How long ago was that? Was I alone? Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. Takes another sip, then continues. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz, because as far as I know, all you did was get pissed drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people you're a police officer, and that would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's a pretty high concept, if you ask me. Electrochemistry. Does that sound like something you do? Yeah, probably. What happened then? It was late Saturday night, when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this, we get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. Horrific necktie. Oh, yes, you do, Bratchula. The only thing that's better than that is pushing the pedal to the metal after you kiss the tie, and off we go. One moment, we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard. Yeah, we already found our car, so thankfully this isn't going to really hurt I hope this doesn't hurt our morale at all. Hopefully we don't learn we killed somebody. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anyone owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Naturally. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. Shivers. 3 men are standing on a wooden platform extending out from the shore of a dilapidated fishing village. Their cheeks red, spirits high, beers in hand, eyes glazed over. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you, right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things." Our responses can be, "Oh God, what happened next?" We can also say, "Every word I said was true, tequila sunset will break the loams of reality," or say nothing. It's more dignified that way. I think we'll go with 2. I think that would be Sam's reaction. I've already committed the fact that we're not surprised by anything that previous self did in his attempt to destroy his life. After which your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. Physical instrument. Your hands cramp on the steering levers. We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing. You told us it was your name now, and insisted that we call you that from then on. Tequila Sunset, huh? That sounds pretty good. He smiles. Yeah, I agree. How long did we party for? Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got all belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything. Now that's a story. It was the greatest thing this fishing village has seen since Rosemary tried to use a crab to open his beer. Aye, that were a classic too. Did I mention losing anything else? Besides your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or your heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. Did you get a read on what type of cop I was? You kept calling yourself a goddamn superstar who cleared 501 cases. Rhetoric. As you've already determined, the actual number is just over 200. But what's a little embellishment between friends? No thanks to the squares at the precinct, as you put it. Did I say anything about the case? Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. He takes a strong puff of his beer. And that you... Oh, quaff, sorry. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now. Did I say anything about my colleagues? You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. Empathy. It's more like you were cramping theirs. No specifics, though. It was way more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Did we talk about, politics? Yeah, you said it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you. This was before you started talking about how the pinkies were always trying to fuck you. The spectral hand of the market was guarded. So I guess we were a free market fan? So I guess we were maybe at least slightly libertarian? Or maybe this is the answer because of the thought cabinet stuff we've chosen now. I don't know if I want to find out about the love of our life that caused us to have this problem. But if I don't ask about it, I don't know if we'll get a chance to ask about it in the future. You know what? I don't think I care. I don't need to hear any more. He nods. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. You want to tell me another one sometime? Whoop-de-doo, so I'm a fucking storyteller, he says, slapping his knee. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum. Yeah, tell me about how you became the idiot doom spiral. It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out? Electrochemistry, the gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is incredibly familiar. You want booze, don't you? His eyes light up. I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring, you see. So, have you got anything for good old idiot doom spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. Here. I've gotten a potent Pilsner. Good. This is also really good because I can have the excuse to get rid of it and not try to drink it. Not much, but it will do. He grabs a bottle from your hand and uncorks it immediately. Before we can start, one of the other bums interjects. Hey, Sparrow Boy, you gonna share that? Don't call me Abigail. Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. He turns to you. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high-concept creative service agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. Go on. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I call a culture incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high-concept stuff. I developed a paradigm. Worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me, so I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. Did the jogging help? It did. With my trusty Sankaré tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit, he says thoughtfully, but brushing dust off his shit-stained pants. What happened? One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets. He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound. Perception. His eyes are clouded. His dilated blood vessels are encircling his irises like stinging brambles. So he moved the key ring and put the keys in the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. How wet are we talking exactly? Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. There's a trace of derision. I can't pronounce it. Derision? In his voice. Derision? I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Oh, ouch. Ouch indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then, me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard, standing at my front apartment door. Fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. You gotta be shitting me. He turns his head towards the skies and says, I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. Oh, wow. Okay. What happens next? I ran my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could ever explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. He pauses meaningfully. Empathy. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Just then I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. Why could we have to storm there? But when I reached my office, I remembered that I had asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten to my apartment for years. My girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Nothing like you've ever had, huh? He takes a long swig of his drink. Look at the bright side. You've got one hell of a story. Yeah, maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years. When you tell a story too often, it begins to take on a life of its own. But what matters is that it's true to my subjective experience. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. He looks at it. Almost empty, this one. Alright, be seeing ya. You too, Tequila Sunset. Doctors are idiots, buddy boy.
Don't call Abigail.
Grumbles the unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. Perception. Smell. The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar. That's like Commodore Red? Is that what it was called?
Don't you call her, you hear? Don't call Abigail.
I am the law.
Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
He mutters while trying to brush something off his extremely dirty trousers. His movements are slow and awkward. Who is Abigail?
Oh, Abigail. Dump your fucking car, Abigail.
Suggestion. Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. Petrochemistry. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life, but this guy's a little too drunk. Where am I? What is this place? The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible. Have you seen any women around here lately? Abigail. His voice perks up, then trails into a string of random babbling. Abigail, where are you? Why shouldn't I call Abigail? He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. No, we're not gonna. He waves his hand as if shooing you away, all the while murmuring something indecipherable. Alright. Walk away. Don't call Abigail. Whispers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. Whenever it autosaves like that, I feel like some really important thing occurred right there. Maybe we should have learned about Abigail.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if waiting to embrace you. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. Also I have speed. And by speed I mean amphetamine.
Horrific necktie. See? There it is, Brashka. You feel the necktie strangle you with excitement. The spirit. Let's buy the spirit. 300 reals a lot. But this has to be done. It's our end game. This is just another stupid drink idea I'm having that I'm attributing to my necktie. Bratan, you don't understand. It's not just another drink. This is what our relationship has been building towards all these years. This is the climax, the mystery, the virginal sigh. You have to buy this item from him. Get it off him. Kill him if you have to. Our ultimate fate depends on it, and the fate of many worlds. Quite the business venture you set up here. Oh, he gets a proud gleam in his eyes. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. What do you mean? You see, friend, he raises his index finger. Man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquisite. Sold to the fellows around here and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. Look at me now. I got everyone on my hook. He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile. Visual calculus. The hook. Where is it? I can't see it. Looks like you're on your own hook, too. Oh, but we also have this. Impressive entrepreneurship. Point to his vice stand. I approve. Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving. Why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real? See, friend. He brings out a 1-liter bottle with bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. It's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of business venture. No one can buy spirits for 300 real. That's crazy. You know what's crazy, actually? He grins and bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of Pilsner and stares at you intently. Did we already buy one of these? Perception. He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze. What is it? What? What do you mean, what? What did you think was crazy earlier? This guy, he says and shakes his index finger at you. Conversation might bring a discount, no? Where'd you get the bottle of spirits from? Oh, this is medicinal spirits, the good stuff. I got it from a doctor's office. Perfect necktie. He ain't shitting you. Medicinal spirits are a blast, Breton. The flame and truth of this joke of a world. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they called it. Supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. He spits out the nasty little clot on the ground before you. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. His voice was with pride. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. That sounds dangerous. It was. In a week, the goddamn kitty started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those assholes. Those assholes charged me 4 rial to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. Okay, how? The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. He gets an excited gleam in his eyes. Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff in the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. He shakes the bottle. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I sold already to these fine gentlemen here. He nods at his companions. But this last one is yours. For 3 rial, if you want it. I think it'll prove useful. Yes. 3 rial, it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime. Logic. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now. Here's the money for your spirits. He hands you the bottle. Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend. Perfect necktie. Breton, I'm so proud. Now, whatever you do, don't drink it. This deserves so much more than just regular oral consumption. Electrochemistry. The tie is so on the money there. Up the bum it goes. Huh. Just wait for my sign. Keep it with you. Keep it warm. Keep it safe. Soon we will enter the other world. Inland Empire. Soon. The time will come. Have patience, brave one. Half-Light. I'm getting a really dark vibe from this. This won't be pretty. I'm not sticking it up my butt. I'm not going to do that. I'm off. In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. I'll come back anyway. He waves you off. It sounded like something I might want to use as medicine or something. Oh, we can sell it. The liquid has an unearthly blue tint. The kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. Maybe we can use it as a weapon or something. Look, I'm opening it with my eye socket again. No problemo. Alright, it's 6:14. We spent an hour so far walking around, but we still have another hour and 16 minutes before I think we're going to be singing. And well, I guess we could look at some of our case notes. We could also buy a book. And we could also maybe talk to more people and try to figure out where other pieces of our armors are located. Of our armor. Of the armor. That is not ours that we're looking for. I just naturally just assumed we're going to get all of it. It's our armor. We need it. We must have all of it. I think I also explored everything out here, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to go with, yes, we did. It was a very busy day, actually, in-game, wasn't it, this day 3? Oh, how's our thought coming along? Not quite half. much time is left on it, by the way? 1 hour, 49 minutes. Okay. We could wait till to finish in order to sing the song, but I think we'll probably sing the song before it's finished. I'm a little worried that it might give us rougher stats later. So we're going to hit up a few people and see if there's any new conversation topics we can talk to them about.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I don't want his drugs, though. That's not something I'm going to do. There's nothing else about the missing gun. That goes back to that again. Can he aid our investigation? No. Let's see, do I want to... Sure, let me have a look. Can I sell my clothes? No. We could try selling our armor, but I'm not interested in doing that. So... I might actually want the empty cassette case. I don't think I want to sell that quite yet. We might need the fuel canister. I guess I don't really want to sell anything after all. We don't need the money. Does he have anything I want? That's a street light. I'm not interested in that. We've already bought the thing we want from that. I'm not interested in buying a toy soldier. So there's nothing else he has here. Was I going with my points, by the way? Right, I was beginning to take a few blue abilities, but I may want more of these, too. It's tricky to... Oh, how much Real do we have on us, by the way? Oh, sorry, Tar. Tar? Where is it? Where is it? We have a whole almost another $1. So we should totally... You know, turn that in.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh, we need a point in rhetoric to unlock that.
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
I really do like that amphibian visor for +1 perception. But not at this moment. Maybe tomorrow we'll purchase that. Oof. Fallon Ultra Series sneakers. That's actually really decent. +1 reaction speed, +1 hand-eye coordination. But I'm not spending $50 for them, and I like my current boots.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
I have -1 composure because of my current boots. So if I want to search that, we should wear these boots.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags. We succeeded. Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleet. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Endurance. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man can become weatherproof. Shivers. Tactical. And yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface. Good choice, officers. Officer Mega Sporty. And it's yours for only $4.50. I don't know. +1 composure might be nice, though, but -1 shivers? Let's buy this. We pass a check for it. Gotta prepare for springtime, right? The street vendor seems pleased. +1 composure. Keep your cool. -1 shivers. Weatherproof. This nylon wind cheater is so dynamic, It wraps around you like a membrane. Equipped with a stowable hood, the backside of the garment is covered in sport and summer-related text. It swishes softly as you walk. I guess if I need composure, it's nice to have another plus in it. Okay. So let's go turn in our bottles. Oh, there is the two old guys we haven't talked to yet. We could talk with them for a while. I think that would be mostly about politics. We could also talk to Everart and try to find our... Oh, right! We could also fight Kuno's father. Couldn't we? So, let's turn these in first. 90 cents. We still have cigarettes with 3 uses in them, or at least 2 uses, so I don't need more cigarettes yet. I don't know if anyone here would have seen the... Oh, Kuno, right? Kuno mentioned he threw the helmet into... He kicked the helmet into the water. And there's only 2 pieces left, right? There's the chest plate and the helmet. I would imagine there's also leg pieces too, but I don't know where they could be. Maybe Kuno's father actually has the chest plate, though. Oh, right, we also have her we can talk to a little more, too, I suppose.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad! Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything!
God, Kuno is so loud. Kuno, let's talk about your shack again. The fuck do you want with it? I had enough of this. Alright. I'm not gonna ask if he respects me. That seems like pretty lame. And there's nothing... There's nothing in that except a loud noise. Let's walk around and make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think we missed anything. Oh, you know? That frog visor with +1 perception, that might let me see things I missed before, though. Wouldn't it? Alright, so... I don't know where to go. Let's stop by Cindy the Skull and thank her for the gloves. And then, I don't know where to get... We'll look at our quests after that, and we'll see what else we might be able to do. Or what's still on the agenda. We could, I guess we can look at some more case files that we have. Could also buy a book. Pass by some time reading about the man from Hemjedal, whatever that is. Or some of the detective stories. Oh, are we able to deduce anything from the girl out here now? Did we put any points into something that would let us do that?
Hello again, sir.
No, we need... Oh, we need composure for this. Okay. What is romance, Antoinette? It's a type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. Huh. Is there any stories about a poor man getting a rich lady? It happens. but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. I see. Those are unhappy books. For most of the pages, people sad about what they've lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. That's a nice thing to say, Annette. Thank you. That's how it should be with us. Not, with my life and not my ex. What about when both the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yeah, that'd be interesting. What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom? Yeah, maybe I will. I'm sure she can help out. She smiles wide. Anything else you're curious about? What about when everyone's poor? That's usually not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Sometimes you have to write about real-life things. Not in romance books, sir. These are nice about pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. That's enough about romance for me. I had other questions. Maybe some about other books? She rubs her chilled nose with her fist. I'd see you around, Annette. Oh, the one guy who was here earlier is gone now. So, we've got an hour and 8 minutes in-game until it's time to sing. There's a bottle right there. Can we pick up? Is that bottle a new bottle? I don't think it is. I like that this plastic bag is considered a tool. Is that a new bottle? That is not a new bottle. It's moving, for crying out loud! The plastic bottle is moving. It doesn't matter. I can't pick it up. Alright. Upstairs we go. Why am I yawning? It is 7:09. Oh, there's Kuno's father. We might be able to do that, I suppose. If that goes badly for us, oh, it's gonna work out so poorly. We rolled well earlier. We've been rolling well. I don't know if we can keep that up. Hello, Cindy the effing skull.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Nah, catch you later, Cindy. Anything happening in here? Like anything new for us to look at? No, okay. Well, let's go. Maybe we will visit Kuno's father. I don't know. This seems like a bad idea. It seems like a bad idea to me. I don't think I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. Let's go ahead and look at some case files instead. Oh, we have a book too, don't we? Have we learned anything else about some of this stuff? Let's interact with this photo. No, nothing else. We haven't looked at the apricot chewing gum wrapper. Let's take a look at this for a little bit. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of a laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering. There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smoked at the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple. Ancient temple. Yes. From the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to. End of summer. The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. And it only just occurred to me, everyone, that there's been a big change between this video and the last one. There's a movement next to you. The shuffle of a small coat. Warm, like the evening, but when you turn toward it, there's nothing there. Where did it go? Why are you talking to a gum wrapper? Put it away. I don't want to remember. Everyone, I'm so sorry. I should have checked on this recording first. So, I have wrestled with my Bluetooth microphone for a bit over this past weekend, February, what was it? The 10th or so. And I believe I have it now recording properly, which is to say that I have been able to finally adjust the volume levels, so I don't have to sit with my mouth very close to the microphone. But this means that I might be really loud. I'm going to go check on the recording really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, it is louder than I anticipated, but it's okay. I'm now about as loud as some of the sound effects in the game. Okay. I've also pushed the microphone a little bit away, but I still think it's going to be just about as loud. Alright, so I've also almost been recording for an entire hour. So let me go ahead and I guess we will interact with... I think we looked at this already. I think we need Kim back for that. Oh, we sold the bullets? I thought for sure we sent this back with Kim. Alright, if I take this off... Okay, so let's interact with the Ledger of Oblivion. Let's go ahead and browse the case files again, shall we? Okay, so here we go. So, in all caps, we have the Next World Mural, the Square Bullet Hole Murders, which we've already looked at, another one, The Unsolvable Case, and we have The Guys on the Couch in an Unexpected Location, The Murder at the Hookah Parlor, and Collapsing Tenement. Half-Light said, you like this grimy murdering, don't you? Visual Cut says, no you don't. You're a human measuring instrument. Almost entirely intellectual. So, let's see. Wait, I can't look at another one? Browse the case files again. I want to read another one. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, we can. We have to read a case file, though, not browse them. Okay, so let's look at The Unsolvable Case. A.K.A. Leslie and Burke, a.k.a. the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. Has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29th, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. Electrochemistry. You were so drunk you didn't even remember what it was when you signed on. That or you were high. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and a small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to stop drinking alcohol. Which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of the distorted features, is a medical improbability. Proceed. Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get a local gang of Zemakis to take them out. The Zemakis gave them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Sally Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drove down Main Street. Because there they are, on the quarter of perdition. And what is Leslie doing? Public indecency. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have confused it with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now conscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer begin to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. Kill them. They broke it. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You smash it open on poor Burkio's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop, and the unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one? Absolutely, that was fantastic. Let's read... oh, wow, look how much time passed by as well. I can revisit this. Let's go and see, actually, if it is nighttime. Because if it is, we'll save the game and we'll do the singing in the next episode. Oh, still bright outside. This doesn't look like headlights, so... I want the other pieces of this armor so badly. We're gonna look amazing in it. But I really need to figure out where that armor is. The chest armor probably is the most likely piece of it to save us from taking a bullet if it comes to it. I forgot how far away the hostel is. Oh, right, when we want to go to bed, we go to bed at our new place now. Oh, it is time to sing. Alright, well, we'll do that in the next episode. So we're going to stop here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you for the next one. Take care, everyone.